call the member for Hunter.
I thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and on behalf of my constituents and those who live in rural and regional Australia right across this great country, I want to express my concern about a very, very serious mislead of them by the National Party, but in particular Minister Joyce, the Agriculture Minister. In the lead up to the change of leadership in the Liberal Party, Barnaby Joyce in particular expressed concern that the election of Malcolm Turnbull as Liberal leader and therefore Prime Minister would be a bad thing for rural and regional Australia. He made plenty of noise. Then after the event, after some initial criticism, he went somewhat quiet, claiming that the National Party had entered into a new coalition agreement in which they'd extracted all sorts of additional concessions for rural and regional Australia, implying, of course, that the coalition agreement struck in 2013 wasn't an optimal one for rural and regional Australia. But what Barnaby Joyce was trying to say is that it's okay now for Malcolm Turnbull to be the Prime Minister. It's okay for rural and regional Australia because we've reached a new agreement which is going to result in all this new spending and offers to rural and regional Australia. We now know, Mr Deputy Speaker, that that was untrue. That was untrue. Minister Joyce misled rural and regional Australia, including his own constituents. And I have here with me a huge photo of Minister Joyce in the Northern Daily Leader in his own electorate, which pronounces Joyce the winner with new agreement. It suggests that the coalition agreement has been consigned to the scrap heap and a new one put in its place. And I've been asking these questions for a couple of days now, and then finally the Deputy Prime Minister, no less, appeared on Sky News yesterday and said there is no new agreement. There is a letter of understanding which seeks to confirm the old agreement and everything contained within it. No new money, no new programs, nothing for rural and regional Australia. Those residents have been misled. I want to quickly close by acknowledging the passing of Dr Don Leng at the age of 92. Don Leng was a general practitioner in Cessnock, my hometown, for almost 30 years. Indeed, when I was a young lad, he was my own doctor. He's a former war veteran, or he's a war veteran, or was a war veteran, a life member of the Australian Labor Party, and over his many active years in the community, he'd been the local president of just about every local community organisation, very heavily involved in St Vincent de Paul, for example. He was a great Australian, and I pay tribute to him and express my sympathy to his 6 children and his grandchildren.